Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. We are still on the scene, international political scene, where Ukraine and Russia are having issues when it comes to understanding diplomatic relationship have been broken down totally. But it looks like in a lot of quarters in Russia, it looks like a lot about 3,000 Russians seem not to agree, in fact, seem to totally disagree with the President Putin, and hence they have decided to make this move. Well, before we go into the news report to find out exactly what these people are saying or doing, and what Putin, of course, is also trying to bring order to, like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, more than 3,000 people protested the chaos in Ukraine have been arrested in Russia as the demonstrations in Moscow and St. Petersburg grew violent again as at Saturday evening. The number of people detained, reported by AFP, is as of Thursday, the second day of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Protests against the Russian invasion of Ukraine continued into Saturday evening for the third straight day. Despite many arrests, images emerge of police officers detaining protesters in St. Petersburg, both men and women. Police in St. Petersburg took away a young woman carrying a black bag with the words, "No war, no war," according to the news site Sota Vision. A group of anonymous St. Petersburg protesters wore skull masks and hoodies at a cemetery, raising placards with the messages, "Don't they have enough bodies?" and "There are no patriots among the dead," news site Votak reported. In Moscow, artist Askela Aganana wore a traditional Ukrainian shirt and lay severed blonde braids and flowers at her feet, according to Sota Vision. In Yekaterinburg, hundreds of Russians marched and chanted "No to war." The Telegram channel Avtozat Live reported. Saturday's figure grew from Friday, when the Associated Press reported that about 1,745 people were detained across 54 cities in Russia, with at least 957 in Moscow. On Saturday alone, more than 325 protesters were detained across 30 Russian cities and towns, with nearly half of them in Moscow. According to OVD Info, an independent Russian human rights group tracking arrests in opposition rallies, Russia has made spontaneous mass demonstrations illegal. I guess this issue of NSAS, demonstration of mass protest now is now gradually gaining momentum internationally, especially for those who do not like democratic settings, like making anti-demonstration laws, mass demonstration laws, such a way that the government of the day keep having a few time each time the citizens try to repel. I would have prayed that the president look into this matter. Everybody's suing for peace, everybody's begging for peace, and a lot of don't forget that quick recap on what is going on in Ukraine. The Ukrainian president did something that is very strange, especially in this part of Africa, where the leader, having seen what is going on, they said, "Please, your president, Mr. President, your excellency, you're the number one person to evacuate you immediately." He said, "Evacuate what?" He lives in Ukraine. He will go ahead and stand for Ukraine to the very end. This is more than patriotic. We don't get to hear such things in Africa. It's strange, really. I don't know if does happen, but it's not a very common phenomenon. So when you see such, you're like, are there people who live their breath, everything they do for their country, that's patriotism to the highest order. Of course, everybody will understand if the president decides to be evacuated, even to the point that Joe Biden, the United States of American president, offered to evacuate him from the capital city. He said no, that's not what he wants. He doesn't want a free ride, according to him, but he prefers some sort of instrument to help him. His people have been a whole lot of women. It's and honestly, the patriotism it's emotional. Even the women, the one I heard that broke my heart was where a couple, a husband and a wife, 8 hours of marriage, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of being declared man and wife. They decided that look, they want to join the army, they want to join those defending the soils, the land, their soil, their land, Ukraine, and they have decided to give up their life for the struggle and for the fight for survival of Ukraine. They joined the army, male and female alike. My God, such patriotism is so rare in this part of the world. But whether it is patriotic or not, we all pray for peace. Nothing good comes from chaos. I've never. Some persons will say in the midst of chaos you get good, okay, but if there's a way of diplomatically resolving it, why can't we sue for peace? All right, we should sue for peace. And this, with the protesters going on in Moscow, in some other parts of Russia, clearly shows that some persons too also do not abide the idea. Don't forget, for some of us who have a little understanding, Russia is actually a brother to Ukraine. Yes, they're sovereign states, they're a sovereign nation, but they were once together. So to speak, it's like brothers against brother. Whatever it is, they could easily have settled it. Some persons went on international dimension of the politics. I don't want to dabble into that. But one thing I do know for sure, that we can ask for peace, we can pray for peace, we can sue for peace, we can ask both parties to please halt. Because at some point, other countries will not be watching. Other countries have been giving sanctions here and there. Of course, UK have started their own sanctions in a very heavy manner. They started removing some of the banks of Russia from their SWIFT, that's SWIFT banking transfers and all, just to tell just to tell Russia that they're not joking. A whole lot of countries also, especially European countries, have been talking. And that while they're still doing what they're doing, they're still advancing. This is worrisome because we don't want chaos in the whole globe. We pray for peace, and we decree there shall be peace in the land, all over the world. Listen to her, please. Please, no hate words. Please, let's say words of prayers.